Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Hello, everyone. I'm going to turn my camera on in just 1 second. I'm just trying to pull this up. We are going to be watching the press conference for the serial killer that they have caught in Stockton, California. And we are going to have a special guest. And the special guest is our friend Marissa, who is the one of the Stockton killers. She is the cousin to one of the victims of the killer. She was here with us earlier in a previous live, and she will be joining us with this press conference. So we are, excuse me, looking forward to we just sent her a link. So ABC 10 is supposed to have it, but let's I'm going to check the Stockton. Just bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to police department. Chief Stanley. All right, so I believe they're going to be having it on their Facebook as well. Let's see here. Thank you, Cheryl, for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm looking at it. It's supposed to start in about 11 minutes from now. We will hello, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfect.
Okay.
I was looking, they'll probably have it on their Facebook, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's what everyone's saying. It's going to be on Stockton PD's Facebook.
Okay.
So I guess it's supposed to be on ABC 10 here, but all I see is college football. So
Okay. Um, All right, so we'll just keep checking it out. So, have you heard anything else going on?
Yeah, I have. I actually just got word that there is, well, they don't have enough evidence to link this person that is in custody to my cousin Paul's murder. So, it's many questions are arising now.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the only, Caucasian victim, and there was such a big amount of time in between his killing and everybody else's. There was, I think, 30 days. Um, Maybe it was two different people, and maybe that gun went to somebody else's hands. I don't know, but the speculation comes up, and obviously it's a question now.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, let's hope that that changes soon. Let's
Yeah,
hope that they, it's still in the infancy of this, right? So, let's just pray that it will come to pass that they'll connect all of this together.
that's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that it's not going to matter, and that they're going to, end up getting enough information or evidence to link it to his, because this was something very that we were just notified of, within the hour. So, well, I guess
Sure.
we'll see. But I would like to know, what evidence do they not have? Obviously we were told ballistics match. So what else do they need? Maybe just to actually pin it on him. I don't know what other word to use, but maybe they need a little more physical evidence to actually do that legally.
Mhm.
I'm not a lawyer and or a prosecutor of any of any type, or a police officer. So I'm not sure how it works, but that's what I would assume.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm
Oh, that's
trying
okay.
to get all this stuff together. I don't want to miss it. So,
I
um,
know, me too. Because, well, when you post it, will I be able to see it where I'm watching it right now?
yep, yep.
Okay, perfect.
You'll be able to can watch it right where you're at there.
Perfect.
Um, right now it's on a commercial, so I don't. It's live television, so I don't. It says
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Um, I've got like 4 or 5 different places that they could be streaming it from, and they may be streaming it from all. So I'll find one of them for certain. Uh,
I have faith that you will. You
so,
guys are much better at that than I am.
you're very kind. Marissa, I just wanted to thank you. It was a huge honor to just have to been speaking with you and staying in touch with you. You're a lovely person, and your family, you and your family should, and so many other families should not have to go through this. It's a lot of heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a lot. It's like earlier, I felt like I just almost couldn't breathe because I was so like excited. It's like excited, sad, all these emotions that just kind of pull into one. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I can't breathe. My chest felt so heavy just
I'm sure.
because it's like an overwhelming feeling. And I unfortunately sometimes it's not that great to have a huge heart like I do, and so I feel the emotions, and I care a lot about everybody that's involved. So it's a
Yeah,
it's a
there's
heavy thing.
there's a lot of grieving, you know, a lot of people suffering from the hands of one person.
Yeah.
How much damage they can really do. Um, it's just not it's not fair, to say the least. So we got about 5 minutes,
Okay.
um, and they're supposed to start. Um, Sometimes they're a little late for the press conference. Sometimes they're not. Just depends. But still don't see anything. But they sometimes they just pop it up right when it says go.
Right. When it starts. Gotcha.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Stars. I appreciate you. Member for 7 months. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. And Sweet Cherry, thank you so much. Member for 5 months. What an honor, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um, Let me email or not email. So, guys, on another note, we just did an interview with um, the Quentin little baby Quentin case, and we just did an interview with Quentin's brother, older brother. What's his name? For Zane, and we'll be sharing that a little later. Thank you, Hush Puppy. Thank you so much. 350 ZAR. Uh, that's South African. $20 and love to all your families affected by crime. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Zane's dad. Yes,
Oh.
Zane's dad. Um, all right. Thank you, Mama of Six, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. All right, we are at 5:57. Come on. I kind of
uh,
feel. I kind of feel. I don't know who's calling. I kind of feel anxious. I can't even imagine how you feel.
I hope it's not messing up my service because I'm pacing right now in my living room.
I bet. I mean, I
I
bet.
literally am pacing like back and forth. There should be like a line in the floor right now for me doing it.
Oh no. Oh
It's just
no.
that anxiety, I just can't. I can help it. It's try not to bite my nails. I knew I should have got them done before this, right? That's such a
Yeah, I
silly
love
thing.
you.
Such a
You-
silly thing to think, at this time. But
No, well, it's like sometimes at the worst times, the thoughts that go through your head, it's like, why am I thinking that right now? You know what I mean? So it
I'm really
happens.
good at sharing them too. So it's
Yeah.
like it lightens up the situation a little bit for me.
Yeah. You have to find humor sometimes, or you'll just go
Yes.
mad. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yes.
Just so.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. ABC 10. Let's see here. Mm. Oh Lord, come on, people.
Oh yeah, we're almost there. 2:59 my time.
It's 6 o'clock my time, so it
I
should be
keep,
popping up.
I keep forgetting where are you located?
I'm in East Coast, West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the border, so. Okay, let's see here. News.
Football stopping here.
Build a better community.
Hold on one second. KCRA. KCRA.
Channel 3 my time. my area.
Honey, I need you to go, please. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, let me get it. Get Mama.
Yeah. Let's see if it's this one. I have two case series 3s, so this one's not it either. Let's see. I don't even see it on the Stockton Facebook, Stockton PD Facebook.
You see it there?
No, I don't. It's
I don't
just
see it there
talking about
either.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not up.
Oh, hold on. Media. Okay, let's go to. I've got a new link someone sent me.
Oh, good.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay. All
I
right.
think it just popped up.
Hey guys, we're giving out a ton of these Nike socks right now for free. No credit card needed.
Results. Their work exemplifies to the best of police field operations and detective work.
I'm going to mute.
Also,
Let me know if y'all
I'd like
can
to
hear it
thank our
still.
various joint
Yeah.
task force member agencies for their assistance and
Yes.
resources in getting us to this point and beyond. The FBI, the ATF, the DEA, the U.S. Marshal Service, California Highway Patrol, and the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department. Their assistance has been invaluable. A big thank you also must go out to the Stockton community for their help in getting us to this point. Stockton remains Stockton strong. At this time, you will hear from Chief McFadden, followed by Stockton Mayor Kevin Lincoln, and then San Joaquin County District Attorney Tori Verber Salazar. Chief.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Stanley McFadden. I thank you all for being here today. It is very important for you all to be here. Before I go into details about their arrest, I want to thank the men and women of the Stockton Police Department and our law enforcement partners who have been involved with this investigation. It's a large group of law enforcement experts that really helped us to toe the line. It's the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office, the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Bureau of Investigations, it's the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office, it's the San Joaquin County Probation Department, Lodi Police Department, Manteca Police Department, Lathrop Police Department, Tracy Police Department, Oakland Police Department, California Highway Patrol, California Department of Justice, California Department of Corrections, Chicago, Illinois Police Department, Federal Bureau of Investigation, ATF, and United States Marshals. I also want to thank our law enforcement families for supporting their loved ones who were dedicated and spent many hours away from home to investigate these homicides. To our task force team, all of you have worked tirelessly around the clock to make the arrest happen. Your effort was second to none, and I could not be any prouder of each of you than I am right now. To our detectives, my evidence technicians, my task force officers, my dispatchers, records personnel, and the district attorney's office, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our work is not done though, as this is still a very active investigation. Now for the arrest details. Please remember, I can only provide limited information for the integrity of the investigation. Just because an arrest was made does not mean the investigation stops. We now have to have a successful prosecution for our victims and their families. For the last 2 days, I have met with our victims, their families. I can't go into our conversations, but our talks were very emotional. They want us to bring this person to justice. I'm honored to tell them and all of you that we have an all-star team of district attorneys and lead detectives who will bring justice for the families. The arrest happened in 2 parts. One was community tips, and the second was good old-fashioned police work. Based on tips coming to the department's Stockton Crime Stoppers, were we able to zero in on a possible suspect. Our surveillance team followed this person while he was driving. We watched his patterns and determined early this morning he was on a mission to kill. He was out hunting. He was stopped by our own team in the area of Village Green Drive and Winslow Avenue around 2 a.m. this morning. As officers made contact with him, he was wearing dark clothing and had a mask around his neck. He was also armed with a firearm when he was taken into custody. We are sure we stopped another killing. Arrested was Wesley Brownlee, 43, for homicide. The San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office will be reviewing this investigation and will file the appropriate charges. I want all you to know how seriously I take these types of investigations. This morning, when SWAT team was ordered to go out and conduct a search warrant at Mr. Wesley's residence, I went with them. Now, I would also like to thank each of you here, the media. Thank you. The news coverage, thank you for the social media stories, and thank you for keeping the victims' memories alive during your coverage. You and our community also played a part in this. We still need more tips to come in. If anyone has information about Wesley and this investigation, please get those to our investigators.
First and foremost, I want to thank you, Chief, for your leadership, for assembling the multi-agency task force, District Attorney's Office, all those who were involved to help get this community to where we're at today. We stood here just a couple of weeks ago, and we made it very clear to the public that these senseless acts of violence will not be tolerated. And that even though there wasn't any words that we could say that would bring back the lost loved ones, the least that we could do is do our part to help bring justice. And here we are today. As Chief said, there's a road ahead of us. We still have work to be done. But to the community, thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for exercising your voice. Thank you for submitting the hundreds of tips that have come in on a daily basis. This could not have been done, and today would not be made possible without you. But I want to make a special thank you to our brave men and women who are protected and who sworn to protect and serve this community. Your countless and tireless commitment and service to our community is one of the main reasons why we're here today. This community, this city, this Stockton Police Department is committed and dedicated to the people of this city. And public service, public safety still remains our number one priority. And I want to make this very, very clear to the people of Stockton, California, the United States, and around the world, that when the people of our city of Stockton, California come together and we unite, we can get things done. Stockton will be a place where people can live, raise a family, and grow a business. This is a beautiful city. This is a city that each and every one of us call home. And we will not tolerate any acts of senseless violence. Those will be held accountable, and we will use every resource at our disposal to make sure the people of our city are protected and feel safe, and that no parent has to worry about taking their kids to a park, that nobody would have to worry about looking over their shoulder when they go to the grocery store, and that our unhoused population here in the city of Stockton will be able to rest a little bit easier tonight. The next steps towards getting them help and healing in their life. So to the people in blue, to our men and women who serve this community, thank you. To the residents of Stockton, thank you. To the media, thank you. God bless you, and God bless Stockton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for being here. Before I begin the statement on behalf of the Office of the District Attorney, I'd like all of us to take a moment of silence for these victims. If you would join me. You know, the other day we saw an article in the paper that talked about serial killers in San Joaquin County. Some were not ours. They simply died at CDCR's facility in Stockton. But the few that were ours, they wanted to emphasize that they had come to our community. But what they missed was that they all had been arrested, successfully prosecuted, and removed from the street. And that's what happened here. So we want to thank our partners in law enforcement, Stockton Police Department, Chief McFadden, thank you. Catherine Nance, Sager, all of them who have worked, they're detectives, officers on the street, who have worked so hard and dedicated themselves to ensuring the arrest and apprehension of this suspect. We've worked with fellow local, state, and federal agencies who assisted in the capture of this suspect, Wesley Brownlee. I want to thank District Attorney Ron Freitas-elect, Chief James Boyko from the Bureau of Investigations, and a marvelous team from my office, Supervising Deputy District Attorney Caitlin Casey, Deputy District Attorneys Janet Smith and Elton Grau, for their hard work and dedication, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on this case and all the other cases that they handle. They're the most ethical, professional, hardworking people you could have the privilege of working with. The City of Stockton, all of their resources were made available during the course of this investigation. So thank you, City Manager. We appreciate that. ATF and our business community, our spiritual community. I couldn't go 5 feet in this community where people weren't saying prayers that we find this individual, and prayers for the survivors and families that have been so terribly harmed by these crimes. I want to thank all of them, also those who contributed to the reward amount. In conjunction with Stockton Police Department, the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Office is committed to ensuring the safety of our community. My administration has been working around the clock to providing any necessary resources that the Stockton Police Department would need during the course of this investigation into these tragic killings. My deputy district attorneys, who have been here all night, are reviewing the evidence as we speak, and they're working actively in partnership with the investigation to determine the charges that we'll proceed on. The defendant, because I'm no longer ever going to say his name again, because he doesn't deserve to have a name. He doesn't deserve to be out there. So the defendant is what we're going to call him from now on. The defendant will be arraigned in court on Tuesday afternoon at 1:30. At that point, after the arraignment, we'll have a press conference announcing the charges and discussing those charges further with you. This is a very fluid and ongoing investigation. So we will most likely be adding charges, but at this time, we have to bring him before a magistrate within 48 hours. That clock's running now, so we have till Tuesday to bring him in. We'll arraign him at that time, and then we'll proceed to continue to assist with the investigation and also assist in healing our community. Our Family Justice Center, our doors are open, our victim witness services are available, and we're here to help. This crime was solved because we're Stocktonians, because you don't come to our house and bring this kind of reign of terror and not mobilize 350,000 people, 780,000 in this whole entire county, mobilized, and captured this individual whose reign of terror is no longer. So I want to thank San Joaquin County, and particularly the city of Stockton, community members, activists, people in our faith-based community, businesses, our law enforcement, our prosecution, and now we'll be rolling into the court. Thank them all for the opportunity to really bring home justice for these victims. At this time, I believe we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, we'll take a few questions and we'll do our best to respond to the extent that we can respond.
Was he from Stockton?
I'm sorry.
I too would like to thank all of our law enforcement partners, especially the brave men and women of the Stockton Police Department and the deputy district attorneys assigned to this case from the very beginning. Supervising Deputy District Attorney Caitlin Casey, Deputy District Attorney Elton Grau, and Deputy District Attorney Janet Smith. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. And the suspect's reign of terror in our community has come to an end. As the incoming district attorney, I look forward to prosecuting him to the fullest extent of the law. Thank you.
I know you didn't want to say his name, but for us to get it right, could you please say and spell the suspect's name for us? And where is he from?
And does he have a prior criminal record?
Name is Wesley Brownlee. That'd be W-E-S-L-E-Y. Brownlee, B-R-O-W-N-L-E-E, is 43 years old and currently resides in Stockton.
Chief, you mentioned he was hunting. Are those words that came from the suspect?
No, those are not. Those are us watching his patterns and behavior.
Can you speak to the value of the new Facebook group that has been working and mobilizing and been called a trailblazing effort to contribute to this investigation, and also how you see them playing a role in continuing to secure additional tips and help to bring home the community?
I know my PIO, Joseph Silva, has partnered with him and has stayed in communications as far as information that's been going back and forth. But we're absolutely willing to have people, it takes us all to solve these types of cases. And we're very happy to see a group of folks willing to come together and put a lot of time into it as well.
Chief, to the extent you can, could you walk us through the investigative steps that led the investigators this morning to this guy's car, and how, what evidence we have to know that this is our guy?
Well, I can tell you we have information that had got us to his place of residence. And at that point, we maintained eyes on that residence until he became mobile. Once he became mobile is when we started to continue following him until we eventually took him off, when we identified that he's posing a threat.
Do we know if this person suffers from any psychological condition?
That I do not know at all.
Has the police department had run-ins with him in the past?
I know he does have a criminal history. I'm not sure to what extent or with what agencies.
Can you speak to any possible motive?
That I don't know.
The firearm he used, is that firearm stolen? Does it belong to him?
That we don't know. Absolutely, it's a critical piece of evidence that will be processed.
Is he a long-term resident of Stockton, or has he been back and forth between all times?
I believe he has lived in different cities in addition to Stockton.
You know how long he's lived here for kind of a continuous time?
No, I don't.
Are you able to tell us any connection, whether his residence or otherwise, to the neighborhood in Stockton where a lot of these killings took place in, near I-5 and Calaveras?
That I don't know specifically. I do know where he lived wasn't too far from one of our homicides.
Can you say which one?
He lives, yeah.
Are you able to speak to his mode of transportation? A lot of theories have been speculated as to railroad, vehicle, But obviously, can you speak to any of those details?
Well, all we know is he was mobile in a vehicle, and that's all we know. We know part of his pattern in praying is at some point to get on foot.
Can you describe the vehicle?
No.
I have his picture. I'll show it in a minute when this is over.
You are identifying that he was posing a threat. What exactly, was that? What was he doing that?
I see you. Will you please send the picture to
Just
Marissa,
pattern more
please?
consistent with some of the patterns that we.
I believe that I think I already found him. I lost you guys for a second because I was like on Facebook right away.
Gotcha.
Send it, please. Yeah.
And at that point, we thought for the safety of the public, it was best to take this person off.
All right, thank you, guys. That concludes our press conference today.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, crap. There he was. They just showed
These
him.
images on the wall will also be on our
There you go.
Facebook page following the press conference.
Joe, I missed where they picked him up. It was Winslow and something.
This is the demon.
Wow. I had looked up as soon as they said his name. I'm like on Facebook, like, okay, I'm gonna find this guy because I have to see his face. Wow.
He reminds me of like a young O.J. Simpson. I don't know, or something.
Half of them are texting, and then I have one that's here right now. And yeah, that's good. And why? It just doesn't. And I don't know if they might still, like I said, have enough evidence to believe he did it, but maybe just not actually count it in as one of his murders. You know how that happens sometimes. But
Guys, look at this. Hold on.
wow.
Shit, a break if I can find it. Okay, there we go. 43 years old.
You still there?
This man was hunting someone last night. They caught him hunting someone last night.
Thank God.
Another life would have been taken, Marissa.
I know, and thank God. And you know what? They probably were right. They were following him. I'm just like, that makes me feel so relieved that there wasn't another life taken. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. My dogs are also acting up, so I just had to chase them. But I don't even.
They know your energy. You know
Yes, they do. That's for sure.
So what's your feeling now? How are you feeling?
Very angry.
Yeah.
Very angry. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
Very, very angry.
You know, you just want to look at him and be like, for what? For what?
Just a complete stranger. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could give you a hug.
Definitely. We went back and forth with what he would look like, and I had that other guy that I was like, oh my gosh, maybe it's him, maybe it's this guy.
I was thinking a white guy.
Me too. And I'm a little shocked right now. And the race doesn't obviously matter, but I just had a different image in my head after the different things that people had sent me or, I had heard. Oh,
Yeah, like I
yeah.
was thinking, you know, a, a skinny 30-year-old, 25-year-old, 30-year-old male. You know what I mean? But everybody has, it doesn't matter who, but it matters that he's caught, and it doesn't matter the race or anything like that. But still,
But yeah, we had you have a picture in your head after, you hear a profile and then hear another profile. And then it's like, okay, well, I didn't see it as really like, well, because, they were talking so much about how, it was a hate crime possibly. And, the person was or then maybe it was, normally when serial killers will kill their own race or whatever. So it just has gone back and forth so many times. And then when everybody kept saying, it was somebody like this, a black, someone that was black, and then people were getting offended, like, how do you know that it's dark? And so I'm like, yeah, that's rude. We shouldn't think that, because it is dark and we don't really know. But now I'm like, well, so was the Chicago, duck walk
yeah, because
guy.
he's definitely black. The guy in
Yeah.
Chicago is
Oh, you
definitely
can
black.
see. Yep, you can see his face. So I just,
And I'm going to do some analysis on that. I think
dive
I'm
in and
telling
check
you,
it out.
I feel like they're the same. I do. I do. I know you don't, but I feel like
That's
like
okay.
just
No,
just that leg, the way that leg walks, and
maybe. So when I looked this guy up on Facebook, I had found a different profile, but the one that I had found, this was as soon as they said his name, I was like, bing, right on there. And I had found somebody with the same name, and he had ties to Sacramento and Oakland. So I was like, huh, maybe that's him. But in his profile picture, it was old, but he had longer hair. He had like kind of a dreadlock thing going on. So now I got to look at this picture and look at the other picture. I just
yes,
have to.
well, yeah, Wesley Brown Lee,
Brownlee, yes.
Brownlee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And let's look for people. I'm going to be
And I did
scattered.
not see that. Sorry to interrupt you, Justin.
No,
I
no.
did not see that name when I had started looking on the San Joaquin counties, their who's in custody page. That name did not pop up.
Honey, I've been
So,
searching it all day. Ever
see, I
since
love
you
that
told us,
for.
I've been on it. I see you and we've been like spreading the
I
internet.
know, I know. I love that. It's because I'm here and you guys are there. We're just, yeah. So but I did not see that. Did you see his name?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
I think that they intentionally kept it
Did
off
not.
there. Yeah. It's probably
Well,
intentional.
you want to hear something so strange about Lodi? So, because we're only, we're from where I live in. Lodi is maybe 20 minutes from Stockton, not even like 15. Lodi is a very small community. Well, we had a thing that happened last year. I belong to our police scanner page. So something happened last year, and it's happening all throughout California, where they are not releasing information on the scanners. So I forgot what they called it, but basically they will leave out certain types of, I guess, issues that the city's having so that the public doesn't see it. And it's actually happening throughout California, and different counties, or I'm sorry, different cities can vote on whether or not they go silent completely. So Lodi here, Stockton stayed the same, but Lodi went basically halfway. So they don't release everything. Like if I was to go on Lodi's who's in custody, I used to be able to go on and check and see. That's no longer on
Isn't
there.
that constitutionally
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we even
I
like
don't
made a
like
big
that.
stink about it.
I don't like
No,
that.
No. So, and we even made kind of a big deal about it, and certain people
Sure.
went to city council and spoke about it, and it just unfortunately didn't do any good. So now we have no idea who's in custody at all. It basically says like there's nobody here. It's blank.
I think
It's
that's,
just
I mean, I'm
crazy.
surprised if that doesn't go to the Supreme Court.
I mean, because we deserve to know what's going on, and we have a lot of stuff that happens here, unfortunately, and we're a tiny little pretty town, and we used to be a lot prettier, and it's just crime has gone up majorly in the last couple of years. So
Yes. Let's see here. 43 years old. Here, let's let me find it. Sorry, everybody's screaming in my house right now, so I apologize. But this was on News for Flame, and it's Wesley Brownlee, 43. Investigators were monitoring Brownlee's movements and followed him as he was driving around 2 a.m. Okay, this is the article. It makes me sick to see him now. Like, ugh. I don't understand people. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. And you know what? I think about too is his family. Like the innocence that they're gonna. In a way, I already have thought about them. I'm like, how terrible to,
It is.
who
It
knows
is.
what kind of backlash.
It destroys so many families. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's crazy. What was they calling that killer in Chicago? What was his name? The duck
Walk killer.
duck walk killer, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what kind of hold on. Sorry, my boys are going on a walk with their grandma right now.
Oh, you have little ones?
I have twin boys, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. My brothers are twins, but
Oh,
obviously my
really?
brother's 40. Well, he was born in 79 also, so 43. I believe 42, 43. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah. Twins are awesome.
Why did the police thank the Chicago police? They said thanking them for working for them, and that I don't know, but like this is the duck walk killer. That's the. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in here. I might be able to do it that way better. Did they mention Chicago in this press conference?
I thought that they did, but honestly, once I heard the name, I checked out for. So I was like kind of on a mission for a second. But because I wasn't sure if they were gonna even say more about it, or even
I
show his
figured they would
face.
hold up a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess there was a picture behind them, so but it didn't show that on the camera until then. That's the duck walk killer. So it'll be interesting. What's going to be interesting is to find out this man's psychology, how he grew up and everything else like that. But we need to definitely keep a focus on the victims and not so much this asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Don't be
I
sorry,
get so
because
pissed off sometimes. I just can't help it.
I've been close to dropping the F-bomb a couple times, so I've
Let it
called back,
fly
which is
if you need to.
really
Just
hard
let
for
it
me.
fly. Let it fly. So, anywho, but listen, I know you have a lot to process,
Yes.
and I'll let you go. I appreciate you, Marissa, so much. I really
Yes.
do.
Thank
And
you.
this is the beginning of it's the end of the beginning, of a new chapter. It's, if that makes any sense. It kind of starts somewhat of the healing process. It puts a little closure
Yeah. Yeah, it
on
does.
on the it doesn't bring back your loved ones or any of the loved ones, but you have a face, and you have people all around the world right behind you and all of the families.
Yeah.
And we will see this absolutely through until the judge throws the gavel down.
Yeah.
I can
Yes,
assure
I
you
would
that.
be. Oh, thank you. And thank you for all you guys do. I've can't express how much I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I haven't opened up a whole bunch to really anybody. I don't, post a whole lot on Facebook, on Instagram, social media. I'm very limited because it's hard. So I'm very choosy about who I speak with about it. And I really like your platform, and I
Well,
like you guys. So
thank
it
you.
works.
We love you. You're a sweet soul.
Yeah.
And just take it easy the rest of the evening. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just be and process it as you can, when you can.
Yeah. I think some yummy food and a movie night is definitely much needed.
I mean, exactly. Order
Cuddling up with my dogs
order
and
the most
all that good
fattening thing you can order tonight.
stuff.
That's so good, and
Yes.
you know, and so have fun with your puppies. They bring a lot of comfort. They really do sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, and they're crazy. I have two Frenchies and they're nuts, but they're
Oh, you have a Frenchie. I had a Frenchie in 1999. That's how long ago.
oh, no longer alive.
No longer alive. But
Oh,
now I have a pug.
oh, that's so cute
So
though.
Frenchies are
They're very entertaining, and they fight over who gets lap space because my kids are 15 and 20, so they're my boys are a little bit older. They don't need lap space anymore, cuddlings with mom. So
yeah.
the doggies have definitely replaced that, but they are a huge comfort. They're like my little emotional support animals right now.
Yes. Julie and the chat, they want you to know that they are praying for you and everyone else there. So.
Oh, tell everybody thank you so much. I'm sorry if anybody posted. I'm a little bit one track minded right now, and I
No,
haven't
it's
looked. So
you know, I really believe it was just kind of God's will for you to go there today.
yeah,
And then you leave, and then there's the answer.
yeah. So it's
That's
just
amazing. That's a lot. That's amazing.
yeah, definitely. I couldn't be any more happier, anxiety filled, angry, pissed off, and also calm all at the same time, if that's even possible.
No, it is. It is. I understand. Yeah. You can be all of that in 3.2 seconds sometimes. So all of those. So just is what it is. But
Yeah,
thank you
it's
so much,
been
Mama.
really, yeah, you're welcome. And it's been so hard too, because my husband's been on the road he was supposed to be back days ago. So he's been on the road during all this whole thing. So it has been so hard to not have him here, and have him by my side. And it has, he's supposed to be home soon. So I'm really hoping that he will be here in a couple of days. So we'll see.
I hope so. I hope so. If you need to talk, we're always here. Just give us a call. Okay.
Of course. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
Thank
You
you.
too. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So we finally got a face, and his, let me find it here. His name is Wesley Brownlee. And well, let me just make sure I don't want to put the wrong one up. He was captured at 2 a.m. this morning while the Stockton police was following him. They pulled him over, or no, I think they watched him driving, I believe it was, but then sorry, I'm just trying to do a couple things at once here. And they captured him. He was wearing his attire that he always wears. And well, damn it, Justin, where is it at? Sorry. I got too many. Okay, here it is, maybe. This is him. This is the killer. Released 32 minutes ago. And he was on a mission. And I do believe the Stockton police saved at least one life last night. I believe that this is the murder weapon that he had been apparently using. Someone put, I don't know if this is true or not. It said 3D printed ghost gun, untraceable. Is that one of those? It's not 3D printed. It's a P80 ghost gun. Which I don't know. I mean, I have a couple 38s, and that's all I know about. So, is that a sight on the gun? I don't know what you mean. Like, this little pink thing is like a pencil, it appears, or something, right? It's a P80. Mine's a P82 picture blue. Bought it legally from, so it's not fake. It's a P80. Whatever a P80 is, some type of gun. So yeah. I thought it was a beam coming out of the front. That's, yeah. Evidence marker. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it. I've been live all afternoon, so it's really good to know that he's never going to take another life again. And I just don't understand the whole 3D printing gun. I can't get that one time. Yeah. A ghost gun is a self-made gun. You can buy the parts, so it has no serial. Yeah. Yeah. California does have the death sentence, but the drugs that they use, there's a lot of, talk about it, and it's hard to get, they're saying, and stuff like that. They're saying they gotta die humanely. I'm like, well, the people they killed didn't die humanely, so why do they have to die humanely? It's my opinion. Sorry. Yes, ICU and I was talking about this. She was like, we got answers allegedly on Kylie Rodney, Jolissa, the serial killer, and obviously little Quentin. So that is 4 cases that kind of have some sort of conclusion. Check text Justin. Are also known as polymer 80 guns. So the polymer 80 guns or 80% guns and are guns that are purchased in 2 parts and assembled by the owner. Is that true? These parts are not considered firearms individually, which means they can be purchased without any regulation and delivered as easily as a package from Amazon. Is that true? No, I did. No, oh, no. Angela, I have an interview that I recorded right after my live that I was doing between Quentin and this. I talked to, or ICU and I talked to Zane's father, and we talked to him about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and tomorrow we'll be live, and we will go over that interview. So it'll be cool. I think he's got the OJ look too. I don't know. He just reminds me kind of OJ. Yes, we did it. We recorded it on a private panel. So we will be. I'll be playing it tomorrow. All he deserves is a nice chair and a little juice running in it. I agree. Totally agree. Sick of these people. It's like, what do they get out of it? Knowing that families are grieving. People have lost their son, their daughter, their mom, their dad, their aunt, their uncle, It's not cool. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much. You could have chosen to be anywhere, but you chose to be here with me, marching with these victims. And I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys somewhere on the YouTube streets as the world turns. Love you all.